Rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I bust out the cage and I'm outy. Come test me, boy, if you doubt me. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I bust out the cage and I'm outy. Come test me, boy, if you doubt me.
What up, man? Nice hair, Faber. Yeah.
Watch amateur combat sports.
Watch ACS Live TV. I'm Phil Davis.
This is Stormy. We're with ACS Live TV. I have two MMA elitists with me. Phil Davis, Urijah Faber. Be jealous. First of all, we're at the MMA Draft Combine. Urijah, give us an overview of what we got going on here.
So the MMA Draft Combine is basically about assessing these young athletes as both mixed martial artists and as overall athletes in general. So we do a lot of standardized testing, stuff they use for the combines for football and soccer, beat tests that measure their sprints and their endurance and their high jump, and then we do some real standardized testing. We're looking at mixed martial arts skill level, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing. Pretty awesome. We've got a lot of great prospects, and we're looking for opportunities for them.
So you ready to take some of our Michigan boys out to Cali?
Yeah, you know, what's going to happen, we have 5 different states and 2 different countries here today, and we're looking at guys that stand out. I mean, there's a lot of great athletes here, and we can look at their past and what they've done as amateurs, but on top of that, see who's got this potential, you know, and that's what is going to give us an opportunity to help them out. You know, seeing someone that has potential and maybe making a connection. We're taking the top 2 guys and sending them on an all-expenses-paid trip to go train some of the top gyms in the nation. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Phil, so let me ask you, you know, obviously you're looking at skill sets and whatnot. What are the things that are like standing out for you that are, you know, obviously they're excelling?
Well, there's different things. You got guys that stand out in the skills portion. You have guys that stand out in the athletic portion. Not always the same guys. Not always the same guys. You got some guys that are just raw athletes. And it's good to know because then that says, hey, I have the potential to be a high-level fighter. I just need to put more time in the gym. You have some guys that are great athletes and you say, hey, all right, I just need to spend more time learning the skills. So you have both extremes, you know, and it's good to find the guy who's a great mix of both of them, or either side of that spectrum.
Awesome. Well, this has been great. I appreciate both of your time. Thank you so much.
Right on. Here at the Fitness Center in Waterford, Michigan, they're absolutely a phenomenal bunch of amateurs here practicing. Got my SoFly fight team here behind me hanging out. Let's take a walk and look around. Not just amateurs showed up here today, but behind me is Derek Mandel, pro fighter out of Stars and Stripes. Helps train with Michigan top team and whatnot. Just an absolutely phenomenal bunch of people here this afternoon. FC Fitness Center, Waterford, Michigan. ACS Live, check you later.
Break his grip, knee comes in, grabs it again, scroll back, knee curl, underneath, short thing, this ain't cool, roll through.
You know, that momentum, you're grabbing his neck, you're not choking him,
Right.
You're just putting it in position so you can choke him.
Right, that's as soon as you move one direction, you got that one toe put up right here.
Yeah, so here's
But remember, in a fight, you have to take it down first. He has to be fearful of the takedown. He's got to be fearful of that negative shot that you're going to throw out there. This is a short thing. Say, this is a short thing. He can move all he wants. This is a short thing. All right? You don't have to hook his ankle.
His instinct is, oh, I'm just going to come on top. And that's when you get him. So yeah, the outside.
So if my negative is going to be a jab, I had to first smoke him with a hard jab. Now he's afraid of it. Boom! Now I can hit him with that fake and hit the right hand.
This guy can run all he wants, but he has a throat. Say he has a throat. He will die. This is a short thing. That's how you motivate people.
What up, Mo? You got hurt by Phil, man. Did Phil hurt you? Did Phil hurt you?
Yeah, a little bit, you know what I mean? He's strong, dude. You know?
He said this guy's athletic.
You know what I mean? I got a little skill.
Yeah?
You know what I mean?
That's where you and me ride together, man. We don't understand what water is yet. Man.
Right, you know what I mean? Up here having a good time.
My wife, it's about the first year and a half that she started getting like golf. I've got myself doing it unconsciously.
Same with Darren, you know, it's how it is. If I saw something you guys are doing in school, I'm going to try to learn it. This is a sport where you can continually grow, and you're always looking for an advantage. That means, you know, picking someone's brain. That means buying a video. If that means, there you go. That means watching your favorite fighters. That means getting on YouTube. That means reading a book. Whatever you have to do to get that advantage, because you know the guys that continue to learn, they understand it's about the long journey, not just the immediate thing in front of you. Those are the guys that have the most success. And I always talk to my guys about having this feather in the cap mentality. That's like everything that you do is part of your credentials. It's something you've done. You can say you were a part of it. You were part of the MMA Draft yesterday. You came to the seminar today. You're an amateur fighter who's had so many fights. You're a mixed martial artist that's been training for however long. Everything you do is something that's credible, and you can take that whenever you decide to stop and you move on to the next phase of your life, and you take that and be proud of it, right? And that's kind of the way I approach my career. There was a time when my hometown newspaper, Los Jose Aldo, he kicked the crap out of my leg, and some jackhole wrote an article about me, I need to retire now and this and that, And I'm thinking, this guy had no idea about our sport or anything, and, think of all the stuff I would have missed out in the history of me had I listened to some naysayers and packed up the bag after getting my leg kicked in. There's a lot to be said about the long road of doing something, and that's not just for mixed martial arts, that's for everything you do. So I want to say, I have respect for you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to come be noticed, come show what you have, come learn some new things. That says a lot about you. We're all part of a bigger family. The wrestling, the MMA world, the jiu-jitsu world, the kickboxing, the boxing world. We're all part of this combat family. So much respect and thanks for having us. We do have this DVD. Phil and I are together. Dream team, guys. Inside this, it looks like one DVD, but there's 6 DVDs in here. It's heavy. So there's 5 hours of MMA footage. We talk about the mental game in here. We talk about jiu-jitsu, wrestling, stand-up game, ground and pound, all sorts of cool stuff. Scrambling for MMA. It took us a lot of time to do this, and we're pretty proud of it. So this is for sale here. You can order them on the website. We have all sorts of cool stuff that is going on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I told you guys we got those packages. We have your memory tags in there. That's a cool little gig. We have our shirts that you guys have. Thank you, Patino Diet. Thank you again to the gym here. We have the Fitness Academy. You guys gave up their gym and their time and their energy to allow you guys to grow and to have a great experience. So thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate it. It's an awesome place, man. Thank you.
I just want to thank all you guys for, most of you guys for coming yesterday. Some of you guys just came today, but thank you guys for being here. Thanks for help grow the sport. It is about yourselves. This is an individual sport, but you guys are making the Michigan MMA scene a lot better. Right? So thank you, thank yourselves, thank each other, and again, thank you, Jim and Patino Diet. We really appreciate you guys.
You guys getting a hat?
Oh.
If you guys are from the Metro Detroit area and you're not training with me, you guys probably should just
No, guys, again, thanks for everyone coming out. And if you guys have any questions, real quick, we've got a little bit of time here. We'll take a couple of questions, then we'll take some pictures, take a group picture, and then we can get out of here and head on the road. So any questions you want to ask me? Good? Yeah?
I want to know what your favorite fight was, like, throughout your whole career.
The one I've been involved with?
Yeah.
There's one I've liked. One of my favorite fights was my third fight against a guy named David Velasquez. It's the first one I went to decision.
David Velasquez.
Dave.
Would have been rough.
I got kicked in the face, and he was a UFC veteran. That was my third fight, third belt. I like that one. I like Jens Pulver. And then after the fact, like a year after the fact, I like the Mike Brown fight because I learned a lot about myself. I was putting through some adversity. But those are three fights that really stood out.
Can I ask about yours, Phil?
Ask me about what?
Your favorite fight
Oh,
was
your favorite
that
fight?
you were involved with?
My favorite fight was my first fight in the UFC. I only had 4 fights at the time. 4 amateur, 4 pro. Got in the UFC. And you guys know what I'm talking about. I try to explain this to other people, they don't know what they're talking about. So, you get to the UFC, you come off these shows, and normally you get a fight, you have to Google the guy, oh snaps, what is this guy? Oh, he's karate, oh snaps, alright. You know what I mean? That's what happens. Do you guys not Google?
Yeah. You guys got Google. Nope.
Alright. So, I get into the UFC and they're like, you're fighting Brian Stann. I'm like, I don't need to Google him. Like, I know who he is. The guy's good. He was a WEC champion. The guy's a really good fighter. So I'm like, man, like, I don't know. He fights in, 4 amateur, 4 pro. I don't know if I'm ready for this fight, but I just had to like mentally get myself to a place where I was like, I want to win this fight, no matter what. And I'm going to win this fight or I'm going to die. That's pretty much what I thought. It was like, I'm going to win or die. And I won, thank goodness. But it was my favorite fight because somewhere in there I was like, man, just try not to lose. Just try not to lose. And I think partway through the first period, I was like, oh, I'm going to wear him out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like turned the corner. I was like, I'm going to wear him out. And ended up getting 2 10-8 rounds, which is like, I don't know. Judges don't even give out 10-8 rounds too often, but 2 10-8 rounds in debuts, somebody got beat down.
Okay.
But I like Brian.
So we can take the third one off?
It was the first one. Took the first one off. I only got 10-9, yeah. Judges.
Good?
What's Andy Dick like?
Andy Dick is weird. It's weird, man. He said some weird stuff to me. He was all drunk. I told this one on Joe Rogan's podcast. It's probably heard enough. But Andy Dick, he's a comedian, strange cat. I was at the Hard Rock in Vegas. In the elevators. He was with some band. I can't remember the name of the band. Pretty well-known band. Like, oh man, can you come in here? Our lead singer's a big fan, blah, blah, blah. So I go into the room, and Andy Dick's got his pants, his ankles, taking a piss. He comes out with his pants still down to his ankle, and he's like, knew who I was, and like, started chasing me around. He's like, come here, you little fucker. He's like trying to bite me and stuff, and I'm like, bounce out. Any other questions?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Do you dislike Dominic Cruz as much as say you do on TV?
Yeah.
You know what? The truth is, the guy when I first was introduced to him, I was fighting him, and he was like a little punk, and just got on my nerves a little bit. And then he continued to just be like kind of irritating. But I don't really spend much time thinking about him. And apparently he was thinking about me a ton over the years, and like gathering haters. So yeah, he gets on my nerves, but he's growing up a little bit, it's more of a competitive relationship this time. We've had to spend some time together, but no, I don't really like the guy.
Let me answer this question, okay? I thought they really didn't like each other. Then I'm coaching on Team Cruz, and he's coaching on Team Faber. They're coaching on the Ultimate Fighter. These guys are like the Golden Girls for like 6 weeks. I'm telling you. Dominic walks in, he has like a bowl of ice cream, and he's like, oh, let me have some. Is that strawberry?
I did, however, make up the rumor that Ronda Rousey's the one that injured Dominic Cruz. I did a press release. Apparently, the rumor is that Ronda Rousey is the one that injured Dominic Cruz. And everybody thought that for a long time. And I told Cruz, I'm like, yeah, I saw that. He thought it was funny. And then later he gets on an interview and he's like, that's why I don't like that guy. He thought it was funny. Now he's like, you're all pissed? Yeah.
They started that, so you can call me a punk. I hate that guy.
Ronda, messed him up again. Any other questions?
Comfortability you're at in your career, like your age and like everything. My fault. The comfortability you're at in your career, like the age and setting where you're at in your life, after like a loss in the UFC and then all the fights you've had in here, what gets you up in the morning and kind of like get you that fired up to get back in there and just keep going? I mean, obviously you're successful with financials and things like that, but what gives you that drive still?
You know, I think the biggest thing.
Rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I bust out the cage and I'm outy. Come test me, boy, if you doubt me. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I bust out the cage and I'm outy. Come test me, boy, if you doubt me.
What up, man? Nice hair, Faber. Yeah.
Watch amateur combat sports.
Watch ACS Live TV. I'm Phil Davis.
This is Stormy. We're with ACS Live.TV. I have two MMA elitists with me, Phil Davis, Urijah Faber. Be jealous. First of all, we're at the MMA Draft Combine. Urijah, give us an overview of what we got going on here.
So the MMA Draft Combine is basically about assessing these young athletes as both mixed martial artists and as overall athletes in general. So we do a lot of standardized testing, stuff they use for the combines for football and soccer, beat tests that measure their sprints and their endurance and their high jump, and then we do some real standardized testing. We're looking at mixed martial arts skill level, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing. Pretty awesome. We've got a lot of great prospects, and we're looking for opportunities for them.
So you ready to take some of our Michigan boys out to Cali?
Yeah, you know, what's going to happen, we have 5 different states and 2 different countries here today, and we're looking at guys that stand out. I mean, there's a lot of great athletes here, and we can look at their past and what they've done as amateurs, but on top of that, see who's got this potential, you know, and that's what is going to give us an opportunity to help them out. You know, seeing someone that has potential and maybe making a connection. We're taking the top 2 guys and sending them on an all-expenses-paid trip to go train some of the top gyms in the nation. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Phil, so let me ask you, you know, obviously you're looking at skill sets and whatnot. What are the things that are like standing out for you that are, you know, obviously they're excelling?
Well, there's different things. You got guys that stand out in the skills portion. You have guys that stand out in the athletic portion. Not always the same guys. Not always the same guys. You got some guys that are just raw athletes. And it's good to know because
Rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I bust out the cage and I'm outy. Come test me, boy, if you doubt me. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I get rowdy, boy, I get rowdy. I bust out the cage and I'm outy. Come you die.